How long must a wire be in order to reach from the top of a 13-meter antenna to a point on the ground 9 meters from the base of the antenna? We'll round to the nearest tenth of a meter. Well, let's use the 5-step problem-solving process here, and we'll familiarize ourselves with the problem first. Let's first of all assign a variable to what we're trying to find. Let's let W be that variable. We'll let W equal the length of the wire, and this length is going to be in meters. Now let's make a drawing so we can get an idea of what the situation looks like. We have a 13-meter antenna, so this is 13 meters. We have a point on the ground 9 meters from the base of the antenna, and we want a wire to run from the top of the antenna to that point on the ground, and we have said that this length is going to be W in meters. So we see that we have a right triangle, and that tells us how to translate to an equation. We will use the Pythagorean equation, a squared plus b squared equals c squared, where a and b are the lengths of the legs of a right triangle and c is the length of the hypotenuse. Now the legs of our triangle are 9 meters, so we'd have 9 squared, and 13 meters, so plus 13 squared. And we're trying to find the length of the hypotenuse, which we have called W. So we've now translated to this equation, and we'll solve this for W. The first thing that I'm going to do is to square 9 and square 13. So I would have 81 plus 169 is equal to W squared. And 81 plus 169 is 250, so that's equal to W squared. Now I'll take the square root on both sides. I have the square root of 250 is equal to W. And we can approximate this square root. We're asked to do it to the nearest tenth, so we would say that 15.8 is approximately equal to W. Now to check this, we can we'll square 9 and 13 again. 9 squared plus 13 squared is 81 plus 169, which is 250, which is the square root of 250 squared. So the answer checks, and we can state the solution. We would say the length of the wire is the square root of 250 meters, and this is about 15.8 meters.